Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have issued their own statement on climate change action as plastic couple try to in league with royals. Taking inspiration from the UN Climate Change Conference, a statement on the Duke and Duchess's website, archewell.com, spoke of the couple's long-standing commitment to the planet. The announcement read, "As global leaders convene for COP26 to commit to solutions for our climate crisis, all of us at Archewell, led by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, share our pledge towards a more sustainable future by becoming net zero by 2030. However, their climate bid has been met with silence from the Queen's official Twitter account as Prince William's and Prince Charles's work at COP26 was plugged. Announcing the news on the Archewell website, the Duke and Duchess began their statement by saying, "When we invest in each other we change the world." The statement contained, "Be it through the investment of time, as with mentoring, investment in community, as with volunteering, or the investment of funds, for those who have the means to, our choices, of how and where we put our energy, define us as a global community. We believe it's time for more people to have a seat at the table when decisions are made that impact everyone. We want to rethink the nature of investing to help solve the global issues we all face. Our partnership with Ethic is one of the ways we put our values in action." On their website, Ethic detailed, they added that Meghan and Harry are deeply committed to helping address the defining issues of our time, such as climate, gender equity, health, racial justice, human rights, and strengthening democracy, and understand that these issues are inherently interconnected. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex had previously received criticism for pushing for climate change action at a New York event, before heading home on a private jet. Royal author, Penny Junor, told The Sun, "I do think this is hypocrisy. I'm sure there were plenty of scheduled flights." The couple had spoken to the amassed crowd in New York's Central Park on the 25th of September, on stage for the Global Citizen Live concert. Our co-founders, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have a long-standing commitment to the planet, both together and prior to their union, with global projects and partnerships dating back over a decade. Nearly every activity in daily life results in the release of carbon into the atmosphere, and the sum total of those emissions is considered our carbon footprint. Here are some examples of what is part of that footprint. What we eat and how often we eat it, our transport and the frequency of it, our daily commute, our use of electricity/heating, our reliance on big industries that contribute to the problem. While we have actively made choices to offset and balance this carbon footprint, now, with the tools provided by partner organizations, we know that we can all do better. We can be net zero, and this is what we pledge to do. The statement continued, "We are a young company, but today, Archewell joins our co-founders in committing to reach net zero carbon emissions by 2030. Achieving net zero carbon emissions means making a series of choices over time to make that footprint as small as possible, while compensating for any remaining emissions through high-quality carbon removal projects. As an organization, we will work with an independent consultant to track all Archewell-related activities from our inception, internet use, commutes, and electricity in home offices, for example, to understand our collective footprint." This news comes after the Duke and Duchess revealed last month that they had become impact partners with New York-based sustainable investment firm, Ethic. However, this pledge has thus far been officially unacknowledged by the Queen. Earlier this evening, the official royal family Twitter account acknowledged the work Prince William has done at COP26 today with the winners of his Earthshot Prize. The Queen also mentioned Prince William in the speech she made via video link on Monday as she was unable to attend COP26 in person due to illness. She said she could not be more proud of Prince Charles and Prince William for the work they have done to tackle climate change, but made no mention of Harry, who stepped down from official royal duties last year. In an open letter released earlier this month, co-written with the World Health Organization Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex call on G20 leaders to increase access to the COVID-19 vaccine for low-income countries, most of which have lagged behind in vaccination rates. When the leaders of the world's wealthiest nations met at the G7 summit in June, they collectively announced that 1 billion doses of COVID-19 vaccines would be sent to low and middle-income countries to help vaccinate the world, they write. Yet, as several nations still don't even have enough vaccines for their own health workers, the world is left asking, where are the doses? They added, promises aren't translating into vaccines reaching the people that need them. The letter goes on to call on the G20 leaders to, among other steps, speed donations to COVAX, an initiative aimed at improving global access to the COVID vaccine, eliminate restrictions on exporting the vaccine, waive intellectual property issues around the vaccine to promote access to the technology, and fund the Access to COVID-19 Tools (ACT) accelerator. The message concludes saying, "There are many crises that you, the stewards of our planet, must grapple with this weekend: the climate emergency, the state of our global economy, a recommitment to multilateralism." Yet, in many ways, making headway on these priorities depends on whether we can beat this pandemic. Cooperation of historic proportion is the only solution. Lives literally depend on it. The event urged the world's wealthiest countries to pledge £70 billion annually towards the green transition in developing countries. Leaving the event in this way, according to Penny Junor, totally muddies the waters of their climate message. They are shooting themselves in the foot by taking private flight